Good evening to all viewers and subscribers out there. And big up to all the YouTubers. Enough love to all the YouTubers, near and far. Beautiful evening. So I want to touch on a topic which it's so hard to be a YouTuber and you see things and you don't comment on it because it's just a thing that YouTubers do. Whether you love it or you don't love it, that's okay. So when you acknowledge something is not really going the right and proper way where you think you should be going, people not getting credit for what they're supposed to get credit for. And I'm talking about some great YouTuber who's giving back. And not only YouTubers, but entertainer who's giving back. And I want to touch on a special YouTuber who I've following for a while. I know at the end of the day, everybody's talking about this guy and other people are saying people looking for numbers. Nothing wrong with that. If you build your numbers by talking good about another YouTuber, nothing is wrong with that. But when you try to bring down a YouTuber, something is wrong with that. So I want to say big up to colaz. Good job. You're doing a great job, brother. When I see you feeding the homeless downtown Kingston at a war theater with your Kingston team, touching, brother. See, you have to share the love, as in giving back. If you see less fortunate people out there and you can give back and you don't give back, your blessing will never flow how it's supposed to flow. And also, colaz, I want to reach out to you and let you know, you have the crow and you have the eagle. You gotta stay focused on what you're doing. You're not flying like a crow, you're flying like an eagle, and you know what eagle do. They are no normal flying bird, so you keep on continuing what you're doing. Well, anyway, I want to touch on a topic. I noticed they're talking a lot of crap about you, and you know, people have to stick up for people when they see people are doing great stuff, because it's always people try to put down people a certain kind of way, which it's just all negativity. But that's what being a YouTuber come down to. There's gonna be always criticism, but at the end of the day, you have to stay focused on what you're doing. And I see you get your visa to go to America. You need to go try get the one to fly in Canada here, because nothing should stop you from going wherever you want to go. Because as I said, you're no normal flying bird, you're eagle. So people been saying a lot of stuff about you which is negative, and I see you talk about it sometimes but you're not calling a name. That's good. That's good. Because sometimes when you call their name, other people who know about you go research them and they get their numbers too and they get their watch hours. Don't even call him name. Don't give them a time of the day. You can say certain things just like how you was on your bed talking about you get your visa, American visa, and you know, you just let people know people been talking stuff. So that's why people go search and see what people are saying, because people have to make good comment about you. And if you look on all the elders them who they on YouTube, big up to Daddy Gargan. Them man they push you with a lot of strength. And don't you ever think in a minute those people forget for prayer for you, brother. Because life in general these days, you wake up in the morning, you have to give thanks for that, and you need people to pray for you. And the whole world need prayer. The whole world need prayer. And you know, just continue giving back what you're giving back, because you know what, at the end of the day, your cup will never empty, brother. It's just gonna continue flowing. It's just gonna continue flowing because of blessing. Because people tend to see certain things and they see the way which they just talk about it very negative. Because when you're gonna say people gonna talk about you wanted to fly and you didn't realize you can't go through certain place to get through certain place because you didn't have a visa to go through certain place. Let people talk what they want to talk about. Every day, people life is a learning process for everything you do, because you never think so you know it all. Even a little kid who just started school can teach you something. So whatever you never know, you just never know it. And it's just news to you. So you have to just move on, man. And as I said before, you have to go get your Canadian visa, because you got to drop in Canada too, man. You got to drop in Canada, because a lot of people in Canada watch your thing and, your thing turn up. There's nothing normal about your thing, because people who are around you and pushing you, that's a good thing to do, because sometimes you need the fire. So to keep the fire blazing, you have to have people behind you and push that fire in you, because I know people motivate you more when they talk crap about you and you just do your thing. But at the end of the day, when you have good people around you, man, the fire still keep blazing more than how you want it to blaze, because sometimes you alone can blaze a fire. So in Jamaica, a lot of people have a lot of negative things to talk about people when they see they have something going on and nothing going on for them, and they'll ride you like a whatever to bring you down. But stay focused, stay on the right path, and everything will work out. I see you doing a lot of things in St. Vincent. I just see a girl get a scholarship from you, and all those things, man, a blessing, man, a blessing. And all those kids you help out before back to school, watch all those videos, a blessing, my brother. Because it doesn't matter what you do, once you do it with a good heart, because people do things for people and talk about it after. So that wasn't with a good heart. You gotta have good heart to do stuff for people, because me myself right now, I look at that place in Manchester called the Infirmary. I think they changed the name from Poorhouse, because Poorhouse seems to be not a good name. So I think it's called Infirmary. I got a virgin there right now, and that's a place always in the back of my heart say, if things should go the right way, when it come on to funds, where extra funds there to do certain things, I'll do the same thing you're doing. Because people need help. Even recently I was watching a video. I was watching 2 videos with the killer, Bounty Killer, Rodney Price, big up, and Shaggy. And I see the man go to the Bellevue Hospital and donate stuff to those people who in need of stuff. So it's good to see when people can give back to people in their country, and even different country if you can. Because where I'm living right now, community that I live into, I'm shocked to see how many homeless people. It's so sad to see so many homeless people. I don't do no research on them, so I don't know if some of them choose to live on the road, but who want to live on the street, especially in a cold country? Nobody. So I'm assuming they have some form of mental problem. Because as I said before, Bounty Killer was talking about people who at the Bellevue Hospital need help and need family member just, forget about them. And that's not a good thing to do, because you have to just, people who you're related to, or family member, close family member, sometimes they tend to, fall apart because of certain situation. And if they don't have nobody in their corner, I'm telling you, it's not looking good for them, because it's total stranger will have to help them. But guess what? The Father will send somebody to help them, because it's always somebody watching over you. It doesn't matter what happens, somebody always watching over you. And life in general come with a lot of stumbling block. There's a lot of things coming people way, and they're not strong enough to stay firm, and that's why they fall. Because when you have a good support system around you, I'm telling you, when you think you're down and out, or feel like you're down and out, somebody will keep on lit the fire for you, as in like pushing you, motivation. So people they're gonna say stuff, because when I make my first video, it's the same thing I'm talking about. I expect to get a lot of criticism about what I'm doing, because people make mistakes. Because I run a video recently talking about my friend that gave me the name Jamaica Newfie, and I didn't realize the audio was good on my side, but after I post the video I realized, wait a minute, the video, it sounds fine on my side. It sounds fine on my side, but I don't know what was happening on the other side. Now I gotta figure that out, because it's a learning process. Anyway, get back to colaz. Colaz, my brother, continue to do what you're doing, because I was watching your channel and I see a thing happen a couple months ago, and I'm glad you let it go, because sometimes you have to just move on from certain things. You talk about it, and you move on, but other people are still talking about it, because that's what happened on YouTube. People see stuff and they talk about it, and it's like when people talk bad stuff about you, colaz, I hope it give you the strength to carry on. You don't break it down, because I can see it in you. Say you're a strong guy, and your team that you have around you, people will try to break you guys apart, but you have to remember where you guys are coming from and where you're heading, and what your goal is. You gotta work towards your goal, because everybody have a goal. Because at my age right now, before I leave Jamaica, I didn't think in a million years what I achieved, which I don't think I achieve a lot that other people don't achieve. It's just work hard and you achieve whatever you want to achieve. And when we watch a YouTuber, Daddy Gagan, talking about you, that man is passionately about you, brother. Like the man just care about you so much. The man is talking about you like you're like his first son, and he don't want nobody damage you, and he don't want nobody tarnish your reputation. Because even in call out one of your team member, and all of a sudden in call him out so much, and the guy pop up yesterday and make him video, and it's a good sign, just to tell you that people are in your corner, brother. They're in your corner. And even Oliver, big up yourself, Oliver. Oliver, man, you're a rock, man. You're a rock. You shoot your shot bullseye, straight up, and I love that about you, brother. I watch it too. I watch you, and when I watch you talk sometime, Oliver, and the way you state things and the way you talk about things, yeah, man, straight up, man, straight up. You just call it what it is. When you even hear people talk about certain things and you dig deep and get into it, and realize, what you have to, charge up and come blaze some fire on it and get things straight. And Oliver, man, Oliver lifestyle, J.A., big up yourself anytime, brother. Anytime. Yeah, and the Francis, oh man, colaz, they're like your mother and father you didn't know. Francis, them, man, they talk about you so much, and you can know those people, they have a lot of knowledge in certain things where they talk about certain things, because even when they tell you to let go of certain things, just listen, man, because trust me, for some reason, I think a lot of YouTubers don't realize your viewers matters. Colaz, your viewers matters. Because I remember when all this big thing went down with you, and it was like everybody was trying to reach you, and Daddy Gagan was so upset because he didn't take his phone call. But I understand. YouTube, you become a YouTuber, and it's a lot of things you have to go through, and you can take every call. But at the end of the day, you know, when subscriber reach out to you, if you cannot get back to them, just make a post about it. Especially when you know they're not doing it for a certain amount of view and looking like, because to me, Daddy Gaga not look for nothing. The man retired already and doing good. And that's why I love elders, because my friends, most of my close-knit friends, they're elder. They're elder because I'm more knowledge. I'm more knowledge. I'm more knowledge. Because they have a lot of stuff to talk to you about, which, you know, it might not relevant at the time, but you might do something and you go back and say, you know what, that elder talked to me about something, and right now it happened. It happened because there's a lot of time me hear Daddy Gaga and talk about certain things, and it manifests. It manifests. Because he didn't even know about you looking visa or nothing like that, and he was talking about it, and all of a sudden you have everything set already. So it's like, you know, at the power, you know. At the power, the old man know him I talk about. The old man know him I talk about. And I want to say to Miss Nickel, what you do for Brother George, what you did for Brother George, fantastic. Fantastic. You and your two sons them are doing a great job. In Portland, with the boat land, as Kanto, the colaz said, he always said that, Portland with the boat land. It's so touching when I see Brother George for the first time. It's like he in a house where nobody know about him, and he was going around giving the elders food, Miss Little, and he run into Brother George. And it changed his life completely, because I know for a fact right now, it lifted him. He's not, I know he's blind, he's not seeing what's going on, but it, you know, it lifted him up. It lifted him up because he know what you guys doing. Not because he's not seeing, he know what you guys doing. So Miss Little, you're your son. Miss Little at kitchen. Big up yourself. And wherever you are, J. Bud the Baker, trust me, continue to do what you're doing, brother. Continue to do what you're doing, because, as I said before, it's going to be a lot of negative vibes. It's going to be a lot of negative vibes, you know, and you have to just keep on plugging. Keep on plugging, because life, as I said, throw a lot of stuff at you from all different angles. And if you think you're going to have some people not riding you down, you cannot be in this real world, because that's what happened. A lot of people these days are very negative, because I know my videos, a lot of people won't like my videos, a lot of people won't watch my videos, you know, because they probably find me boring and stuff, but that's okay, because my video is not for everybody. Because Daddy Gaga is the one who blazed the fire under me, and I said to myself, I can do this thing, because if you go back and watch the other videos that I did, you know, like I've been thinking about this thing for a long time. And colaz, I want to say to you too, if you go back, I don't know if you follow this guy in Africa, Mawa. I'm a big time follower of Mawa. I never see so many people come out and drain that guy energy so much. They drain the guy energy so much, and watch him. He's still going at it. Because at the end of the day, I think in the back of his head, he's on the hunt, but he's hunting it for his people still. Because he do a lot. I know in Argentina right now, big up yourself, Mawa. He do a lot. Because right now, I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there who's doing great. And they're not doing nothing for nobody. But if you don't remember where you're coming from, that's where the problem is. You know, when you're coming from nothing and you have something you have to share. Because a lot of people, you know, they get a little blessing, because I call it blessing, and they run go buy the biggest BMW or the biggest watch, you know, just things to show off. Those people, I call them papi show. I know if anybody in Canada who don't know about Jamaican, phrase, but you can go look it up. I'm 100% sure you can find it on Google. Papi Show. I call those people Papi Show because if you find yourself just doing good with money and you go buy yourself a brand new BMW because you want to show off on people, guess what? Today you're here, tomorrow don't promise. Tomorrow is not promised. So if you go buy a BMW for $5 million and you go buy a Toyota Corolla for 300,000, both cars is taking you wherever you want to go. One might only take you a little bit faster, but you're gonna end up at the same spot. It's just like you buy a watch and you go to like a cheap pawn store and buy a watch, a used watch, and you look at the watch and you say, okay, this watch costs $100, and you come into money where people who are less fortunate, you can give them something, buy them a meal or do something for them, and you take your money, go buy a watch, and the watch is saying the same time as the one way you might pay $100 for, you might pay probably $5,000 for another watch. They're saying the same time. Those things are just hype, and a lot of people like to hype on people once they just cannot take success. My life right now, if I find myself with money that I can help people, as I said, my first goal is to help less fortunate, because you have to share. You have to share, and if you don't share, you're gonna end up losing it out. Right now in Jamaica, I hear a lot of people talk about this who live abroad. You might have a family member who, you've been sending money all the time to that family member, and one problem hit you and you get deported to Jamaica. The first thing they must say, look at this boy already there America or there Canada, come back to Jamaica, get deported and have none. You think they're not give you a night dinner? Some of them won't give you a night dinner, and this is what many people talk about, because we know people who get deported to Jamaica right now, who go through that, who told me like, this is what I go through. Family members don't even want them around because they never have nothing set up back home. But the big mistake people do when they go to a different country, you have to stay focused on what you want to achieve, and illegal stuff, you have to stay away from it. You have to stay away from illegal stuff, because once you get in illegal stuff, that's gonna ruin you completely. Because when I say illegal stuff, just a little idea. I remember I went to Toronto, go see a guy. Went to see a guy. He told me where he was living, and I went to his place. And I think I was in Canada probably about, I didn't think I was a citizen yet, but anyway, that's beside the point. The guy tell me where he live, and I went to visit him with another friend. And when I go in the house, he told me what floor he's on, and we went there, ring the buzzer, and go up on the elevator. It was on the 6th floor, and I went in his apartment, and I sit down, and I said, nice apartment, and there was 2 other guys there, so that was like 5 of us now. And the guy started telling me, what he's doing, and where I'm living at, those places are slow and all those stuff, and he's talking a lot of stuff, and I'm like, okay, and I'm listening to him. And when I realized what this guy's into, something just clicking on my head, like me I talk on my phone. It's like I'm talking on my phone to somebody, and I walk out. And the other virgin, me and him going to walk out, and my friend walk out. We just leave, because we know that environment is not our environment. And guess what? That guy is deported back in Jamaica. I have nothing. And the life he used to live here, Oh man. And I know he's back home right now and he's thinking, man, if I could change the hands of time. But it's too late. It's too late. And there's a lot of people who get deported back to their country, especially Jamaican, and they end up go back, especially the States. And just to tell you how some people not thinking right, the same state they were living in and get deported from, whether they go through Mexico, wherever they go through and get back there, they went right back to the same crap. Nothing changed. Even a second chance to change them, because they always up to no good. So I go back and say now, when people do their thing to make a living, especially like colaz, and people are be a hater, talking a lot of stuff about him, you know, talk about, him and woman just to break up him and his wife and all those things. Oh man, it's just crazy how people just can hit below the belt so low, they do everything to tear you apart. And it's not only in our culture, it's many more culture it's happening to. It's not just, black people are just Jamaica. It happened in every culture. There's always somebody fighting on, because nobody want to see you elevate. Everybody want to see you down in the slum. Because you try to push your head up and they push you back down. But you have to just keep on pushing. Because we're human. We make a lot of mistakes and we learn from our mistake. But if you continue make the same mistake, that's not a mistake. That's purpose. You're purposely doing what you're doing. That's the way it is. So get back into another thing I see happen. This artist in Jamaica, I'm gonna talk about Stitchy, Lieutenant Stitchy. The man is going through a rough time, and instead of people pray for him, they're talking about the man finance. After this man been out of reggae music for a long time. The man been out of reggae music for a long time, and people are talking about the man finance. Oh, he not no money when he do with his money and all those things. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Say a word of prayer for the guy. Because some people don't understand, because I don't think they're thinking right. Because if you're thinking right, this guy been out of reggae music for a number of years. And if he's out of reggae music for a number of years and doing gospel, you think he's making a lot of money? The guy can't do no tour, because who know about this guy? If you're in gospel and you're not a big artist, top artist to do tour, you're just in Jamaica doing a little thing. He's just in Jamaica working. He ain't making no money. And even if he's making money, he's just to cover his bills. And he have a family. So people need to stop talking stuff about people who they on the outside looking in. Because that's how people judge people. Stay from the outside looking in. Because if you want to know stuff, you got to do your research. And when you do your research, then you can say stuff where you really concretely know this is facts. This is for real. This is no lie. Because on the internet these days, man, good luck and listening to all these crap sometimes and not pick sense out of nonsense, because there's a lot of nonsense going on, and you have to pick sense out of nonsense, because some people just make up a lot of story, and with all this AI thing what's going on, it's just getting worse. In my lifetime, I don't know what I'm gonna see that surprised me with changes in the world, because it's gonna be a lot of changes. Just like how people need to change their wicked ways, because everything boils down to people ego. people ego, because a lot of people just want to just tear down people to get to where they are or where they want to be. They tear down people. And you know, when you tear down your fellow brothers, man, it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign, because you need to lift up all your brothers and sisters. Yeah, you need to lift up all your brothers and sisters. And all I have to say to colaz, continue to do what you're doing. Daddy Gargan, big up yourself. Oliver lifestyle, you know, stay strong. Keep pumping the iron, my brother. Because trust me, they can't knock you down. Stay strong to all YouTubers who's doing positive things out there. I'm over and out. Until next time, I drop another video. But stay tuned. All my viewers and subscribers, stay tuned to another video coming up sometime soon. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Over and out.